Hello, my name is Grace from the Message of Grace channel, and today I want us to talk about our relationship with God. And there's a relationship that is called lukewarm relationship. And I want us to see the dangers of being a lukewarm Christian. And what does it mean to be a lukewarm Christian? You are never you live a life that does not glorify God, and it doesn't do you any good either. You are in the middle. It's like you live and just go by life. You don't do things to your best. You don't live your full potential simply because for many reasons. Maybe either you don't know what to do, or if you know what to do, you are not doing it. And in the Word of God, there's a verse that it can be scary if you read it, and I want us to read it together. And it's in Revelation 3, from verse 15. It says, I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one of the other. So, because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. That's scary. You never like to find yourself in such a situation where God now decides what to do with you, because you are living your life in a way that even himself, he doesn't understand you. He created you in his own image. You have his power inside you. He's saying nothing is impossible and there's nothing impossible with him. And yet you are living a lukewarm life. The power that we have in us, the power that raised Jesus from the dead, it's power enough to move the mountains. The Bible does not lie when it says, if you believe, you can tell this mountain to come out from here and throw itself in the sea. That is the reality. It's real. Because the word says, God is not a man that he may change his mind or he may lie. But what are you doing? What kind of life are you living? Do you know that power you have? It's so powerful that if you can just ignite it, you just work on it, you don't need to do much. Or you just believe in it and start taking actions of your life, what you are supposed to do. It's like water, it's sweet water. Water in its liquid form, in liquid state, cannot do much. But do you know the same water, if heated, and heated enough to boil, to become steam, can run a locomotive, can run an engine. Do you know that? And if it can run an engine and make it to move from point A to point B, what does that tell you? Maybe you have a talent in you. You have a raw talent, a talent that, or a gift that if you work it, it can boil, you work it to a boiling point, whereby it will be able to take your life to another level, where you can be able to do so much more even than you can think. I want to tell you this hour that you have to stop living a small life. You have to stop living a lukewarm life. Start energizing yourself. Start energizing the gifts that you don't need to do much, because God has already given the gift and God has given you the power. So your work, it's only to breathe and start moving. What is it that you are planning to do? You've been planning it to do for so long. So you've been in that state maybe for 4 or 5 to 10 years, just aiming and never shooting. When will you shoot? Time is going by, and God wants us to live our best. God does not want us to live a lukewarm life, and that is saying he will spit you out. It's either you be hot, it's either you are in God or not. It's either you believe God or you don't. You can't be in the middle. And that is why he's saying if you are there in the middle, it says you cannot sit on the wall. It's either inside or outside. And you have to make that decision. And once you make the decision, God will back you. You decide to be inside, you decide to be hot. You just need to tell him, God, I've made up my mind I want to be hot, but I don't know how. I don't just want to be hot. I want to be hot enough to boil more, to boil enough to become a steam, so that I can be able to blow my life away. I can be able to, to walk away, to fly away from the cloud and be the best, be the person who created me to be. And guess what? God is always ready, waiting for us. Once you take a step, or once you tell him, you will be surprised how he will back you up. So stop wasting your time being in the middle track, being in doubt. You don't know whether God works or prayer works or it doesn't, so you don't pray. You pray expecting nothing. You have to make up your mind and believe God is real, and everything that he says is real. His promises are real. His deeds are real. If he says he has done that, you are healed. That is what it means. You are healed. There's no turning back. So it's up to you to make up your mind. Lukewarm life, no. Today is the last time I'm going to live a lukewarm life. And I'm not going to be cold, so I'm going to be hot. And hot enough to blow away from the cloud and fly and live my life to the fullest. So God bless you so much. And remember to subscribe. See you again.